Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel Filmula, and today, as we all know, I will be talking about all the 16 Disney live-action remakes ranked. With the release of Mulan, we have 16 Disney live-action remakes, and today I'm going to rank them all from the worst to the best. So let's start with number 16, Christopher Robin. Ewan McGregor as Christopher Robin? That sounded really good, but this movie bored me to hell. Really. This movie was one of the most boring movies I have ever watched. I have never got any interest in Pooh, and this movie, and hence it bored me to hell. I mean, how bad it was. I slept. I truly slept watching this movie because again and again they keep talking about stupid things. I didn't enjoy the movie at all. The dialogues were not sensitive, not that were any good emotions, and I got nominated for visual effects. I don't know how the hell it got nominated for visual effects. It had normal visual effects. Number 15, 102 Dalmatians. Now 100 Dalmatians was a really good movie, but 102 Dalmatians completely ruined whatever its predecessor 101 Dalmatians had made. I mean, that was a successful movie, but this one was a bad movie. Most of the Disney live-action remakes, I will never really give them a good and positive review. Only some of them might get a good review from my side, and this is one of the movies that I will rate below 4. Yes, I would have been, if I had made a review about this, I would have rated this movie something like a 3.5 out of 10. This was really bad as compared to the first Dalmatians movie, really bad. Number 14, Alice Through the Looking Glass, another movie which was worse than the original. Alice in Wonderland was quite an okay film, but this one also ruined whatever its predecessor had made. Its predecessor had already made a small amount of things for this movie. However, Alice in Wonderland was a successful movie at the box office. This one didn't even manage to do so. Alice in Wonderland, Alice the Looking Glass is not such a great film, but as you all know, Johnny Depp, of course, his performance at least keeps us entertained. So yeah, I didn't sleep watching this movie just like I did with Christopher Robin. So number 3, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, another movie whose sequel is whose original is way better than this. Maleficent was a good film, and this one is not. I mean, looking the trailers, I had high hopes with it. I thought that the visual effects were improved. Yes, and the visual effects are really improved as compared to the first film. But after all, the whole storyline, the basic story, that was not good at all. I mean, Maleficent needs to be unique, but now they introduce a whole species of her. Now that is something they tried to do new that didn't work out for not only me but many of the others who watched the movie. And the box office is really matters for this one. Number 12, Dumbo. Now Dumbo, Tim Burton, yes, his direction is quite good in the film. The only good thing in the movie. Tim Burton did a good job directing the movie, and it is the best thing I liked about the movie is that it was emotional. Yes, it was emotional, but the whole criteria, the whole movie, that was not entertaining as I had expected. The original Dumbo animated one was really good. I mean, really good. But this one didn't even near what that Dumbo had that Dumbo had the place in my heart. I mean, it is a really good film. That was really good. The animated one was a really good film, but this one was not. Number 11, Alice in Wonderland. As I said, it's quite an okay film, so of course it was not going to make into my top 10. However, it introduces us to the Wonderland, which I quite like. The third act of the movie was really good. I mean, was not good at all. That stupid third act just ruined the whole movie. Okay, before the third act, the things that happened, the introduction to Johnny Depp's character, and the journey in the Wonderland, that was quite good. The visual effects are still cartoonistic, but after all, it's Wonderland. Again, it was from director Tim Burton, and I didn't even like the villain. I think her name was the Red Queen. Yeah. Number 10, 1994's Jungle Book. I didn't even find a clip for this movie which was not copyrighted. So yeah, there won't be any video, but this was quite an okay film. I didn't enjoy it very much, but yeah, at least number 10. Number 9, Lady and the Tramp.
I've got no leashes or fences. With me, every day could be an adventure.
Side by side with your loved one, you'll find enchantment here. The night will weave its magic spell when the one you love is near.
Doesn't let us get bored at all. Number 8, Maleficent. Now this one was a good movie. Now all the movies appearing from number 8 were good movies. So even this one was good. I mean, it really introduces us to the Sleeping Beauty storyline, and I really enjoyed watching this movie. Angelina Jolie was magnificent as Maleficent. So yeah, that was really good. The world building, that was good. The battles, the final act of the film is better, of course, way better than its sequel. I mean, the sequel had a battle, but that battle was stupid. I don't like PG battles at all. Battles need to be PG-13, and this one was not. And Maleficent Mistress of Evil was not PG-13. So yeah, Maleficent is way better than Maleficent Mistress of Evil. Number 7, Cinderella. Now this one is a tale we have heard many times, but this was an accurate adaptation of the animated film. I mean, really, it was. I'm not saying it is an exact copy of its predecessor. I mean, the animated one, but it is really good and heart-touching. The performances given by the lead actors of the film were really good, especially Richard Madden. He was really great in his role as a prince, and it was so true and so loyal to its actual storyline. The pumpkin and everything was really loyal to the storyline, and that's what a remake needs to do. It should not go in another direction, and it should also not copy everything the animated movie made. So yeah, that's a really plus point about Cinderella. It's unique in its own way and its own charm. Number 6, 101 Dalmatians. As I said, 102 Dalmatians was a complete shit, and this one is not. This one was really funny. I really enjoyed 101 Dalmatians. It was funny, it was enjoyable, and no one can get bored watching this movie. It's from the villain of the movie to the dogs and everything of it was so good. I mean, it is one of the earliest Disney live-action remakes. I think it's the second one. Yeah, second Disney live-action remake, and it was truly worth it. Truly worth it. Number 5, The Lion King. Yes, I know it's a direct copy of the animated movie, but look at it, man. It is so good. I mean, they made it on visual effects alone. Not a single shot was real, and they pulled so great thing out of it. That's truly incredible. It's better than what it could have been when it was shot naturally. So yeah, it's better that they used this. I enjoyed it. I know it's an exact copy. It's really an exact copy of the animated movie, each and every scene, each and every dialogue, but yeah, I truly enjoyed it. Even watching it this time in this version, it felt something new, and it felt more eye-pleasing than the animated one. Yeah, the animated one is still a classic. Number 4, 2016's The Jungle Book. Jon Favreau's first movie in the Disney live-action reimaginings. That was The Jungle Book before he made The Lion King. Yeah, and yeah, it's still better than The Lion King. At least, I mean, it's not an exact copy of the animated Jungle Book movie, just like Lion King was the copy of its own animated movie. But this one had human elements. At least it had real shots. The visual effects were mind-blowing, and hence I think it won for visual effects for the same. In that same year. So yeah, really great film with some really great adventures of Mowgli. And yeah, after all, the director of Iron Man. Jon Favreau did an amazing job making this movie, and he did it perfectly. So hence it makes my number 4. But number 3, Beauty and the Beast. Such a wonderful film it was. I mean, with so many great songs, so many great visual effects, and such a great storyline between, and after all, Emma Watson's charm. It was so good. I mean, the magical elements of the film, the balance, everything in the movie feels so good. Even the action sequences of the movie, the whole storyline from the villages to the palace to the what the beast is doing in the there, and everything feels really good. It's completely a movie that is charming and beautiful movie. No words for it. It is, of course, it had to be in my top 3 because it is such a great film. I mean, it's way better than many of the Disney live-action reimaginings. I had not hoped when I first film. I had not hoped so high for it. Number 2, Mulan, the latest Disney live-action remake. So yeah, Mulan was a really great film. It was such an action year. The Disney live-action PG-13 film. That's what Maleficent, Mistress of Evil had to be, but it could never be that. So Mulan was a PG-13 film that I was looking forward to, and it was really good. Some great action sequences can be introduced in a PG-13 film, and yes, they were introduced with battles and two-hand combats and so many chase sequences, and that was really good. The villains of the movie, quite good. And performances from the lead actress, whom I don't know how to pronounce her name, that was also amazing. She was really good as Mulan, and of course we know the storyline is still emotional. Number 1 is still Aladdin. Aladdin was a beautiful film. I mean, it was filled with so much fun, with so much spectacle in it. I mean, with great sceneries, with great songs, with great fun, with great dances, and with some amazing performances from Naomi Scott and Meena Massoud. That was really good. However, I don't like Zafar, but whatever, man. This was so amazing movie. Will Smith's charm was also introduced in the film as Genie. So yeah, how can this not be my number 1? It's of course my favorite Disney live-action remake. Though many people criticize it, but I can never criticize it because I had the most fun watching this movie out of all the Disney live-action remakes. So it is very similar to the animated film, but I don't care. What if there was never an animated film? Let's take this, then this one would have been really good. So that's it. Like, share, and subscribe Film Villa, and share your own list also.